All right, welcome half for our second game, or actually fourth game of the evening. Sorry, we had two junior high games before our high school between the Ringwood Red Devils and the Okeene Whippets.
We're fixing to do starting lineups here for the boys game.
Number 2 is going to be Roberts for the Whippets. Number 3, Osterhout. 12 is Brody Jenkins. 15 is going to be Shalloy. And number 45, Sam Halverson. The Red Devils lineup here. It's going to be number 4, Jackson Meyer. Number 10, Logan Palmer. Number 11, Jose Rojas. Number 23, Easton Crawford. And number 42, Cody Conaway.
As Matt and I were talking a little bit earlier, we were fighting a little bit of sickness, and we've got 4 or 5 boys that are out.
Not that it puts a whole dent in our team. You know, we've got about 25 out on the floor, or on our roster, but
that's a great problem to have.
It is a great problem to have.
Especially for a new coach coming in,
yes.
You know, to be able to have that kind of a bench.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have Easton Crawford jumping for the Red Devils.
He's going to go up against Shalloy. He's going to go in Ringwood's possession.
Jackson Meyer with the basketball. Dribble over the right side to Palmer. Palmer back to Meyer. Down to Conaway, into Crawford, stolen away.
Halverson's going to give it up to Jenkins. Jenkins going to go the other way for 2.
Meyer with the basketball. Over to Palmer on the right side. Palmer driving in. Kicks it over to Crawford. Crawford up, no good. Rebounded by Cody Conaway. Back to Crawford at 3-point line. Still no good. Rebounded by Cody Conaway. Back to Crawford. Crawford drives in, hits Palmer at the baseline, and it's going to be up and off the side of the rim. Rebound by Okeene.
Going to be kicked out to Jenkins on the right wing. He's looking in, doesn't see anything. Kicks it over to Shalloy. Shalloy back to Jenkins. Too high set. Back to Shalloy. Over to Osterhout. Osterhout over to Roberts. Roberts looking in, finds Osterhout. Kicks it out to Jenkins on the right side. Kicks it back out to Roberts. Roberts puts up a long 3, and it goes in and out of the rim. Conaway with the rebound, but Halverson steals it away. Conaway with the steal back.
Jackson with the ball. Jackson Meyer with the ball. To Rojas on the left side. Long 3, no good. Rebound by Okeene.
Osterhout has the ball, kicks it to Shalloy. Shalloy over to Jenkins on the left side. He gets that top of the key, looking in, nothing there. Back over to Roberts, sees something at the high post. Tipped away by Conway. He finds Halverson at the low post, and Halverson puts it up for
2. Meyer into Palmer. Palmer back to Meyer. Trying to get things set up here. Crawford on the baseline. Looks around, nothing there. It's going to go out of bounds on Okeene. So it's going to stay with the Red Devils. Meyer trying to direct a little traffic there and get them all set. Meyer into Palmer. Palmer drives down the right side to Meyer. Meyer inside. Easton Crawford, I think that ball was supposed to go to Rojas, and Easton jumped up. Stole it out of the air.
Easton with a good hustle coming back down.
Yeah, Okeene had the ball, and Crawford steals it on the other end, so kicks it up to Meyer. Palmer, back to Meyer. Trying to set up the offense. Logan Palmer in for a 12-foot jumper, and we're going to get a 3-second violation. Coming in for the Red Devils, going to be Rowdy Schmidt, number 15, in for Cody Conaway. Rowdy had a good night the other night. He had several threes in the Cimarron tournament.
Yeah, he brings some good minutes off the bench.
And he hustles. He hustles really well.
That's the biggest thing with him. Shaloy with the ball. He puts it up. Nothing there. Rebound by Palmer.
Palmer to Meyer. Meyer driving down the center. Puts up a shot. He's going to get fouled. It's going to put him on the line shooting 2. Foul goes on number 12 for Okeene. I think that's Jenkins.
Yes, it is Jenkins.
Meyer puts up the first one, and it's no good. Second one up, it is good. That gets the goose egg off the board.
Jenkins brings the ball up the floor. Kicks it over to Shaloy. Shaloy looking in, nothing there. Rojas playing really good defense. Knocks it out of bounds. Ball goes into Roberts. Roberts looks in, sees Osterholt, and Rowdy knocks it away.
Good read by Rowdy Schmidt right there. Meyer with the ball into Crawford. Crawford up high off the glass, no good. And I think Palmer's going to get a over the back call. So it's going to be Okeene basketball, and that'll be Logan Palmer's first personal foul.
Jenkins brings the ball up the floor. Okeene 4, Ringwood 1 with 4:30 left to go here in the first quarter. Roberts gets the ball, kicks it over to Jenkins. Jenkins looks in, nothing there. So over to Osterholt. Shaloy back to Roberts. Roberts goes down to Halverson, kicks it down to Shaloy. He's going to take a turnaround, miss it off the back end.
And it's going to be out of bounds on the Red Devils, so it's going to stay with Okeene under the basket.
And Okeene's going to take a 30-second timeout from the coach.
Well, I saw Easton jump up right there, and you know he's a pretty big part of our offense inside.
Yes.
And I'm surprised that Okeene kid didn't just kind of step right into him and get that foul.
Yes, oh yeah.
Sometimes those big guys that want to go in and try to slap the ball away or block a shot or whatever else, they can pick up a pretty easy foul there. So short timeout there. It's going to be Okeene basketball under the basket.
Ball's coming in, and they lose Halverson underneath, and he puts it up, gets it tipped, and it's tipped again, but he's fouled, and it's going to be a basket counts. Foul on number 15, Schmidt, and we're going to go to the line for one shot. Halverson puts it up, goes off the front of the rim, and gets that shooter's roll and goes in. Okeene looks to change up their defense on the other end.
Meyer with the basketball. Letting the boys get set up. Rowdy Smith pops high. Down low to Easton Crawford. Turns off the rim. Rebounded by Okeene.
Okeene Jenkins gets the ball. Looking to set up the offense. Kicks it over to Osterholt. Back up to Shaloy. Over to Roberts. Roberts looks in. Nothing there. Jenkins kicks it down low to Halverson. Halverson goes up for a shot, and it's blocked from behind by Logan Palmer. He gets the ball, and he's going down the other end.
Driving length of the court. Kicks it over to Meyer on the left wing. Looking inside. Okeene gets a hand on it. Stolen away.
Shaloy gets the ball. He dribbles behind his back. Tipped by Crawford. Back up to Palmer. Palmer regains possession.
Palmer to Meyer. Back to Palmer at the top of the key. Over to Easton Crawford. Into Rojas. Palmer, Rojas, Meyer. Jackson going up for a shot, and he's going to be fouled. Be a two-shot foul.
It's going to be a foul on number 12, Jenkins. That's going to be his second personal foul.
He's a big part of their offense.
Yes.
Jenkins is.
Yes.
That's not one coach is very fond of right there, to get a second personal foul with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Meyer hits the front end of that 2-shot foul. And bounces around on top of the rim. Rolls off. Rebound by Okeene. Stolen by Rowdy Schmidt.
Does the smart thing and holds the ball out. Doesn't try to force anything.
Into Crawford. To Rojas. Back into Crawford. And it's going to be a soft touch. In for 2 points. Maybe that's going to get the Red Devils going here a little bit.
Over to King. King tries to pass it into Halverson. Nothing there. Palmer steals the ball.
Myers with the ball. Rojas in the corner inside to Logan Palmer. Off the glass. He's going to hit 2, and we're going to have an opportunity for an and one right here. Chance to tie this ball game up. That's going to be on number 45.
Number 23, Smith is going to check in the game, and number 4, Lagan.
Palmer puts up the and one, and it's going to rim out. Rebounded by Easton Crawford. No good there. Out of bounds, saved by Rojas, but it goes into the hands of Okeene Whippets.
Osterholt in the corner, tipped by Meyer, goes to Lagan. Lagan kicks it over to King. King's looking in, drives in, nothing there, kicks it out to Osterholt. Osterholt looking in, back out to Lagan, down to King, and then over to Smith on the baseline. It's stolen away.
Palmer with the basketball. Stolen away by Okeene.
And Osterholt goes in for 2.
9-6 ball game. Minute 40 left in the first quarter. Meyer with the basketball. Meyer to Crawford. Crawford looking to Rojas up top. Down low to Rowdy Schmidt. Nice turnaround for Rowdy Schmidt, in for 2 points. Has a good read on Rowdy right there. Stolen.
Easton goes, takes the ball and knocks it out of bounds. Pass it into Lagan. Lagan's going to look for King. Finds him on the left wing. Nothing there. Up to Osterholt on top of the key. Osterholt drives in. Looks for Smith on the baseline. Smith kind of bangs in, and he's going to be fouled by Crawford.
Man, if he just goes straight up, it's when he brought that arm over
Yep.
that they got him on the foul. That's going to be Easton Crawford's first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Smith on the line. First free throw goes up, and nothing there.
51 seconds left in the first quarter.
Smith gets ready for free throw number 2. Ball goes up, and it draws nothing but front iron, but we didn't block out. King gets the rebound. Over to Lagan. Osterholt looking in, looking to see where his options are. Nothing there. Halverson out on the right wing. King has the ball at the top, trying to get the offense set up. Coach yelling at the play. Looks into Smith, nothing there. Ball's tipped by Jose. Goes back to King. King grabs the ball. Over to Lagan. Osterholt on the right wing. Down low to Halverson. It's going to be a kickball, Okeene ball.
Good hustle there by Logan Palmer.
Yes.
28 seconds.
Okeene's got the ball in. Halverson in the corner. Back up to King. Osterholt on the right side. He puts up a long 3. Goes off the backboard first. He grabs his own rebound. Halverson grabs the ball. Just a little drop step, puts the ball up the front. Nothing there. Crawford with the rebound.
To Rowdy Schmidt. 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Palmer with the ball. Ringwood looking for the last shot. Meyer in the corner. Puts up 3-point. Oh, just rims out. So we're going to end the first quarter 8-9 in favor of the Whippets. And we'll be back here shortly with the second quarter.
person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Diesel Horst, and we are here to help.
All right, we're going to be Whippet basketball starting the second quarter.
It's going to be Roberts with the ball going right side. Looking like they got a little quick hitter going here. Nothing there. King on the left. Back up to Jenkins. Back in the ball game. Over to Roberts. Looking in to Alverson. Nothing there. Goes to Smith at the high post.
And we're going to get a traveling violation there on Whippets.
That's a good first defensive possession for the Red Devils.
Palmer takes the ball out, throws it into Meyer. Dribble it up to Palmer. Palmer looking into Easton Crawford. Top of the key. Dribble the ball, puts up a 15-footer, and it's going to be nothing but net.
That was a busted play that ended up working out pretty good for us. Roberts gets the ball over to Jenkins. Dringles dribbles a little bit, nothing there. Back over to Roberts. High post, Smith. Kicks it out to Jenkins, over to King on the left side. King dribbles in, down low to Smith, and it's a little too high, too quick. Goes out of bounds.
Last shot by Crawford puts the Red Devils ahead by one. So out of bounds on Okeene. Palmer takes the ball out into Meyer. Meyer calling out the play. On the right side, over to Crawford, top of the key, back to Palmer. Oh, we're going to get a traveling violation.
He got going a little bit ahead of where he was wanting to go. A little too quick. Ball goes into Roberts. Roberts walks the ball up the floor, kicks it over to Jenkins on the right side, passes it over to King on the left. Looking in, nothing there. Back up to Jenkins at the top of the key. Over to Shaloy. Shaloy's trying to drive in, nothing there. Good defense by Rowdy Schmidt. Long three by Roberts, and it's going to go out of bounds. Rowdy had a good defensive possession right there, stopping Shaloy on that drive and making sure that he couldn't create anything in the middle of the lane.
Meyer into Schmidt. Schmidt back to Meyer. Setting up the offense. Into Easton Crawford at the free throw line. Up for a 12-foot jumper. No good. Off the rim. Rebound Okeene.
Up to Jenkins on the right side. Back to Roberts. Kicks it over to King on the left. Easton going out to defend. Keeps him from going completely baseline. Stops him. Got to kick back out to Jenkins on the right side. And Coach Hussey is going to call a timeout. He's going to want a short 30-second timeout.
He was asking for a foul down here on the baseline, and I'm not too sure. He probably wasn't right.
Yes, I'd agree. He had to step by him, and then once he stopped, he kind of put a couple hands on him, displaced him a little bit, but it's not a foul if it's not called, right?
That's kind of the way I look at it. When it's in our favor, anyway.
Yes, yeah, if it's in our favor, you're exactly right.
These two referees, I don't really know where they're from, but they've done a good job. They've been very fair both ways.
Yes. Yep.
I've not seen a set of referees yet that's
No.
made every call.
No, and they're never going to be that way.
But these guys have managed the game very well.
With 6:04 left to go here in the second quarter, Okeene takes possession again after their timeout. Over to King on the right side. Looks like, yep, I was about to say, it looked like he shuffled his feet a little too quick,
Just
and
a little bit.
they caught it too.
That referee's definitely looking for that because he's called several of those
Yes,
tonight.
called it a lot in the girls' game, and he's called it a couple times here in the boys.
Yeah. Meyer with the basketball, picks up the dribble into Crawford. There's another little hop, sure enough.
Jenkins is going to walk the ball up, 10-9 ball game in favor of Ringwood. Over to Roberts on the right side. Back up to King at the top. Ringwood's doing a good job of keeping them away from the three-point line. If they're going to put up any three-point, it's going to have to be on a long skip pass or an NBA-like three.
Yeah.
Okeene with the ball, passing it into Roberts. Roberts puts up a long three. It's off the back iron. Crawford with the rebound.
Crawford to Meyer. Meyer cross court to Rojas. Rojas in the corner. Back up to Easton Crawford. Drives into 15-foot. Puts it up off the rim, and it's good for 2 points. Puts Red Devils up by 3.
Roberts with the ball, dribbles it up, passes it over to Jenkins. He's going to hit Halverson at the low post. Back over to King. He's going to put up a 3-point. It's going to go off the front of the rim. Halverson's going to grab the rebound, and it's going to be...
I think Crawford's going to get that. Oh, no, he's going to give it to Cody Conaway.
Yep, and that's going to be Cody's, I believe, just his first personal. I thought that was his first or second personal.
Team foul number 4.
Halverson with the first free throw. It's up, and it's nothing but the bottom of the net. Halverson's second free throw goes up, gets a shooter's roll, and it rolls in. 12-11 ball game, Ringwood ahead.
Meyer with the basketball, crosses the half court, kicks it to Logan Palmer. Logan driving in, 15-foot, out to Rojas on the baseline, back up to Palmer to Meyer. Puts up a shot. That little running jumper's hard to...
Kicks it up to Jenkins up the floor. I bet that would have been a block if he wouldn't have come down with his hand on that.
Yep. That's going to be his second personal foul. It's going to put Jenkins on the line, shooting 2.
Man, they sure do have a lot of lefties on their team, it seems like. Jenkins and Halverson are both lefties, but I know that there's another one. That goes off the front of the rim, no good.
Checking in for the Red Devils is Rowdy Schmidt in for Easton Crawford. Can't really afford to get a third foul between now and halftime.
Nope. Jenkins' second free throw goes up, and it's
ties up the ball game.
Osterholt checks in for Jenkins.
Smith inbounds the ball to Meyer. Meyer up the right side. Directing traffic into Logan Palmer. So it's going to be like a pinball machine, and Cody Conaway is going to get a bump and called for his second personal foul. And that's going to be team foul number 6, which will put Okeene in a bonus the next foul.
Yep. Roberts takes the inbound, kicks it over to Shaloy. Shaloy tries to drive right side, nothing there. Picks up his dribble.
Rojas gets a little hand on it.
Yep.
Okeene recovers.
Shaloy back to King. King dribbles right side over to Osterholt. Osterholt drives in with Rowdy Schmidt with the strip. Kicks it up to Meyer. Kicks it over to Conway. Conway puts it up for 2. That was a good sequence of a turnover and moving the ball up the floor.
That's what you get when you hustle down the court.
Yes. Ball over to Osterholt, up to Roberts, back to the left wing. King kicks it over to Osterholt on the right side. Osterholt puts up a 3, and it's nothing but the front of the rim. Good defense by Conaway, tipping the ball out.
And kind of bounced around there a little bit and going to go out of bounds on the Red Devils.
Yep.
Trying to persuade the referee's opinion, but they're going to leave it with Okeene.
Roberts with the ball at the top of the key. Looks over to King. King has the ball left side, looking in, nothing there. Back up to Halverson at the top. Halverson's driving in. Looking for Roberts at the top or left side with the 3-pointer, nothing there.
Cody Conaway with the rebound, kicks it to Meyer on the left side. Over to Rojas on the right, looking inside, nothing there. Drive in, kicks it to Schmidt in the corner for a 3-point. It's going to be short. And it's going to be out of bounds on the Red Devils.
Lagan's going to check in here for the Whippets for Roberts. Lagan brings the ball up the floor. Over to King on the left side. King looks in. Nothing there. Back up to Osterholt. Over to Shaloy. Shaloy back up to Lagan. King looks right, left side. Back into Osterholt. Osterholt drives in. Nothing there. Good defense by the Red Devils right there.
Good defense for Rowdy Schmidt. Rowdy really kind of saved a 2-point play right there. Palmer with the ball, driving in. Nothing there. Puts up a shot.
Rebound by Halverson. Halverson kicks it up to Lagan. Lagan's dribbling up. Ooh, almost looked like a double dribble there. I definitely thought he double dribbled before that. But wasn't seen, wasn't called. It's going to be
Jackson Myers going to pick up his first personal foul. Team foul number 7, so that's going to put Okeene on the line, shooting 1-1.
Lagan on the line for Okeene here. Lagan puts up his first free throw, and it's in.
Okeene has a chance to tie this ball game up with 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock.
Lagan's second free throw goes up. It's off the front of the rim. Rebound by Jackson Meyer and a foul.
It's going to be on number 1. And Red Devils going to take a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. So we'll leave it with the coaches for the 60-second timeout. We'll be back here shortly.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
All right, that's second buzzer on the timeout, so it's going to be Red Devil basketball. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. 14-13 Red Devils. Meyer up the right side. Kicks it over to Palmer. Palmer driving in. Nothing there. Out to Rowdy Schmidt. And it's going to be stolen away by Okeene. And we're going to have a block shot, but there's going to be a foul on that.
Yep. Said he got him with the body. It's going to be number 3, Osterholt, on the free throw line for 2. First one goes up, and nothing but net.
That's going to be second personal foul for Palmer.
Second one goes up, same result, nothing but the bottom of the net. That puts Okeene up 15-14.
Palmer with the ball, driving in. And he's going to get a blocking foul. I thought maybe they might call an offensive foul
I
on that.
kind of thought so too. Bad thing is that's a big kid you're trying to move there in the paint, and I don't know. I think he just got the short end of the stick there. Palmer first free throw, back iron, no good.
Palmer for the second attempt. It's going to be up, and it's going to dribble around, no good. And it's going to be rebounded by the Whippets and then rolls out of bounds off the Whippets. So it's going to be Red Devil basketball under the goal. Checking in for Red Devils, Easton Crawford. Checking in for Rojas. Ball up top, Easton Crawford. Easton to Meyer. To Palmer, kicks it out to Rowdy Smith, to Meyer. And we're going to get a 3-second violation.
They've definitely been looking for that tonight. They called it several times in the girls' game, and they've already called it 2 or 3 times here in the boys.
Yeah, I don't know that last year that we...
It wasn't called a whole lot.
By any referee.
No, it was not.
But that is part of the game.
It is part of the game. Osterholt gets the ball at the high post. Logan Palmer strips it away. He's going to go up for a layup on the other end. Looked like a body, nothing there. And we're going to have a walk on Osterholt.
I think if that defender would have raised his hands, he'd have got the foul.
Yep.
But he kind of ran through that without any hands up. Meyer with the ball underneath to Easton Crawford.
Logan Palmer puts a long 3 up, no good. Front of the iron, rebound by number 3 Osterholt. He's going to take the ball down the floor. Saloy drives in, nothing there. Kicks about out to Roberts. Roberts has it tipped by Meyer. Meyer strips the ball. He's going to go for a right-hand layup. No good with Palmer with the rebound and puts it back up for 2. I think Meyer was expecting the foul there and it just never came, and just got to go up hard to the rim. But came away with 2 points, and Osterholt has the ball. Over to King on the right side. Kicks it over to Shalloy. Shalloy drives baseline. Ooh, gives a forearm. Nothing there. Goes up for 2. They're kind of letting them play a little bit.
21 seconds left in this first half.
Ringwood down 16-17.
15 seconds. Easton Crawford with the ball up top. Meyer, long 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded. It's going to be off of. Oh, that's good hustle by Palmer. Oh, we're going to get a traveling violation. So 3.5 seconds left in the first half in Okeene basketball.
Roberts gets the ball. King grabs it. He puts it up. Nothing but backboard. And we're going to go into halftime. Okeene leading 17-16.
We'll be back with you after half.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Dieselhorst, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like Video on Demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case you forget to record a program. Visit gopioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Dieselhorst, and we are here to help.
right, we're back for the second half here. We left the first half, Okeene leading 17-16 over Ringwood. And that's how we're going to start the second half. Okeene has Halverson, Jenkins, Shalloy, Osterhout, and Roberts out on the floor for their starting five of the second half. And Ringwood's going to start out the second half with Meyer, Rojas, Crawford, Conaway, and Palmer. Ringwood's going to take the first possession and inbound to Meyer. Ringwood now shooting in front of their home bench for the second half. Over to Rojas. Rojas looks in the corner, nothing there. Passes it and it's turned over. Jenkins takes the ball. Osterhout almost picked up that pivot foot. Back to Jenkins at the top, over to Roberts on the right side. Roberts to Shalloy. Shalloy back to Osterhout, over to Jenkins on the left side. Jenkins drives in, kicks it down low to Halverson at the low post. Ball's tipped to Jenkins in the lane. Could be 3 seconds. Ball goes up 3 seconds. It's going to be a foul on the floor on Halverson with a push. It'll be his third personal foul, first team foul of the second half. Meyer walks the ball up the floor, calling out the offensive set. Dribbles left side. Rojas goes in, sets a screen. Meyer with a little bit of contact, puts up 2 points, and it's good. Score is now 18-17 Ringwood on the scoreboard. Jenkins takes the ball right top of the key over to the left side to Shalloy. Shalloy looks back to the top, passes it over to Osterholt, over to Roberts. Roberts drives into the high post, over to Shalloy for a three-pointer, and it's good. Score is now Okeene 20, Ringwood 18. Meyer with the ball, dribbles, looking to see what he has. Nothing there, looks for Crawford on the baseline. Crawford tries to pass to Crawford down the baseline. Halverson gets the ball, looks for Jenkins up the top, and he goes up for two. Score is now 22-18, Okeene. Ball goes up to Rojas on the left side. Crawford in, nothing, doesn't draw anything. Halverson with the rebound out to Osterholt. Osterholt drags the ball, and he's going to drive in for a layup, and it's going to be good. And that's a 6-0 run for Okeene right there. And Ringwood's going to take a 30-second timeout to hopefully kill the little bit of a run that they have right there. Okeene came out empty their first possession on that right out of the half, and then it's just been
plug my phone at work.
Ringwood's gonna get the ball here out of the timeout. Rowdy Schmidt's checked into the game for Conway. Ball goes over to Schmidt. Schmidt's looking in, sees Crawford. Crawford doesn't have anything there, turns around, makes a jumper. It's a short off the front of the rim. Rebound by, rebound by Shalloy. Shalloy over to Roberts. Roberts drives in, kicks it out to Osterholt up top to Shalloy. Shalloy over to Jenkins. Jenkins down low to Smith, and it's tipped away by Schmidt. Palmer with the ball. Dribbles right side, a little bit of contact, nothing there. Ball gets mishandled by Rojas on the right side. Roberts takes the ball, and he swings the ball out of bounds. Logan Palmer had a good defensive stance right there, trying to run through, not block the shot and make contact, but does what he needed to do right there. 5:27 left to go here in the third quarter. Myers walking the ball up the floor. Crawford's going up, set a screen. Good pick and roll right there. Stops and pops and nothing there. Roberts with the ball. Goes up to Osterhold at the top of the key. Over to Shaloy. Shaloy mishandles it but regains possession over to Jenkins. Jenkins kicks it over to Roberts. Roberts hits Smith baseline. Smith turns and puts up a left-handed hook. Nothing there. Good defense by the Red Devils.
Jackson Myers bringing the ball up the court. A little faster pace this half so far. Getting things set up to Palmer on the left. Rojas in the corner. To Crawford up top. Schmidt to Meyer. Back across to Rojas. Drives in, puts the ball up. They're going to give him a block shot on that one and rebound, or back in the hands of Okeene.
Shaloy's going to take a baseline. He's going to kick it out to Osterhold. This is going to be a short three. Nothing, doesn't draw anything. Schmidt with the rebound. And there's going to be a foul on number 23, Smith, on the play. That's going to be Okeene's second team foul this half. Smith's first personal foul.
Red Devils with the basketball. Meyer crossing the half court. Driving in, kicks out to the corner, to Palmer up at the wing, and it's going to be a three-point shot, and there's going to be a foul down low on somebody. Jackson Myers going to get called with a foul after the shot, so the shot is good by Logan Palmer. That brings the score 24-21. That's going to be Jackson's second personal foul, team foul number 1 for this half.
Looks like Ringwood's going to bring the press up here. Inbound to Roberts. Roberts looks middle, nothing there. Over to Smith. Smith over to King on the left-hand side. Back to Smith in the middle. Smith over to Roberts. Roberts looks into Jenkins, and it's mishandled, and Ringwood regains possession.
Myers with the basketball. Over to Palmer on the left side. Palmer looking around, trying to dribble. Dribbles in, goes in for this, and he's going to pick up an offensive foul. And that was probably a good call. That was what that.
Good defense by Okeene on that set.
And that's going to be the third personal foul on Logan Palmer.
Smith has the ball, looks over to Jenkins. Jenkins looks back to Smith. Ooh, and it looked like he might have shuffled his feet there, but nothing called. Roberts gets the ball, tries to drive baseline, nothing there. Good defense by Logan Palmer. One dribble shoot. And there's going to be a foul on number 2, Roberts of Okeene, and the possession is going to go back to Ringwood.
Red Devils inbound the basketball. Palmer's going to take the point. Try to switch things up here a little bit. Over to Meyer. Meyer driving in, puts up a shot. Oh, and that's going to be no good, but it's going to be a 2-shot foul. Foul's going to be on number 12, Jenkins. Chance to gain a little bit more ground here if we can hit our free throws. First one's up, and it's good.
Conway checks in. And Okeene has about 3 guys check in. Lagan, Halverson check in, as well as number 3, Osterholt.
Meyer for his second free throw, and it's up. Offside the rim, and it's going to be out of bounds on Okeene. So Red Devil's going to get a chance under the basket. Good opportunity to tie this up, or maybe even go ahead one. Let's see how this all gets the ball inside Easton Crawford. Little spin around. It's going to roll out. Cody Conaway is going to come up with the rebound. Don't know what that was. And we're going to get a foul down underneath. That's going to be on number 11. Looks like Rojas. be his first personal foul.
It's going to be into King. Ringwood with a little bit of a soft press here. Look to trap on the sideline, nothing there. Over to Halverson in the middle. They break the press. Back to King. King kicks it over to Osterhout in the corner. Back up to Shaloy. Shaloy drives in for a short jumper, and it's good.
I think Jackson was trying to pull a foul on that three-point shot over there.
I think so.
Had a little contact, but they didn't call it. Up top with Easton Crawford to Jackson Meyer, driving in, baseline to Rojas for three. It's no good. Rebounded by Okeene.
Okeene dribbles, takes the ball up. King drives in. A lot of contact, nothing called. King gets the ball, throws it off Conway, and the ball goes out of bounds. Logan Palmer checks into the ball game.
A minute 56 left in the third quarter. He's going to check in for Jose Rojas.
Okeene gets the ball underneath the basket. Pass goes in to Halverson. Halverson drives in, nothing there. Looking for Osterholt in the corner. Back to King at the top. One dribble to Lagan. Lagan dribbles in, kicks it out to Shaloy. Shaloy's looking for a cross-court pass. It's there to Osterholt. Osterholt drives in, turns around, jumper, no good. Halverson. And I believe that foul's going to be on Rowdy Schmidt. They were both hooked up, and that's about all you can call, I think, on that.
He could probably get away with a double foul.
You could.
But they're going to give it to Rowdy Schmidt.
Yep.
It's going to be his second personal foul.
Okeene's ball underneath the basket.
Red Devil fans are not too hip on that call.
Ball goes into Osterholt. He's fouled, and the basket counts.
It's going to be on number 42, Cody Conaway. That'll be his third personal foul. Team foul number 5. Chance for the and one here.
It's going to be number 3, Osterholt, on the free throw line, shooting one. Basket did count. Ball goes up, and it goes off the front of the rim.
Rebounded by Whippets. We're going to have to block out, and we're going to get another foul. The Red Devils going to have to get control of the emotions right now.
Yeah. They're
letting it get the best of them.
Letting the fans that are hollering at the referees and everything get to them. Osterholt back on the line for 2. First free throw goes up, off the back iron, no good. Score is 22-28. Okeene with a minute 31 left to go here in the third quarter. Osterholt with the ball for a second free throw attempt. Ball goes up off the front of the iron. And
good hustle by Okeene. Devils come up with the basketball. Jackson Meyer for 3. It's going to go in. 28.
Ball goes up to King.
25. Okeene's going to get a traveling violation.
Yep.
Ball goes back to the Red Devils. Going to get pretty exciting here in the fourth quarter. 28-25. Jackson Meyer for a long 3.
I think he was a little heat check there, seeing if he was going to get hot or not. Good defense by Jose Rojas on Osterholt. Over to Lagan. Lagan dribbles left. Back over to King. Swings it. Baseline to Halverson. Halverson goes up. A little bit of contact. Grabs his own rebound on the miss. But it's tipped away by Rowdy Schmidt.
Surprised we didn't pick up another foul right there, because it
I
very well could have. That's going to be off the top side. Okeene with the basketball. 35 seconds to go. No call on that. And Logan Palmer's going to pick up his 4th foul. That is not good for the Red Devils.
No, it is not. Coach Baker's looking into his bench here, knowing he's got to get somebody else in the ball game for Logan so he doesn't pick up a fifth right before the fourth quarter. First free throw goes up for Shaloy, and it's no good.
One thing about it, Red Devil kind of been saved right now because Okeene's not hitting free throws. If they'd be hitting free throws, they'd be ahead about
It could
8
might
points.
Be, yeah, could be 8-10 point ball game. Shaloy for a second free throw, he goes up, and it's good. Roberts checks into the game for Shaloy.
29-25, 30 seconds to go. Red Devil basketball. Rojas in the corner, inside to Crawford. Crawford spins, 2 points.
Ball goes in. Ring with a little bit of a press. Osterholt dribbles it off his foot, regains possession, tips it over to Crawford.
27-29 basketball. Crawford with the basketball to Rowdy Schmidt. Going in. That's going to be short. Follow the rebound. Oh, we're going to get a shooting foul. Right at the buzzer.
That foul's going to be on number 1. Oh, yes, there is number 1. King fouled on the possession. That's his second personal, 5th team foul.
Rowdy Smith for the front end. That's going to go in. Closes the gap, 29-21. He's going to get one more here. And it rolls around and goes in, ties up the basketball. And it looks like the possession arrow when we come out for the beginning of the fourth quarter is going to be in favor of the Whippets. So we're in between quarters and it's going to be a good ball game.
Yes, it will be. Kind of thought there for a little bit at the start of the second half that it was going to get pretty. Okeene has a couple good possessions, started to run away with it, but Ringwood just has kept fighting, and done really well in keeping themselves in the ball game. Like you said earlier, though, we just got to be able to keep our emotions in check and just kind of let the game come to us. Don't think you got to take care of the game itself.
Yeah, we're in a little bit of foul trouble right now. Got a couple guys on the bench with 4 fouls, 8 minutes to play. And he's really going to need those guys, those 2 down the stretch.
Yes, he will.
Got Alex Gonzalez checking in the ball game.
Ball goes into Roberts. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
It's all right.
Over to Shaloy. Shaloy back to Jenkins at the top. King swings it over to Roberts. Hits King on the cut, and it's going to be a walk. Ringwood basketball.
Chance for the Red Devils, pull ahead right here. Meyer inbounds the basketball to Rojas. Rojas back to Meyer. Ringwood trying to spread out the floor here a little bit, maybe try to get an opportunity to drive in. Missed him going down the lane right there.
Sorry, I was getting a little excited over here up top.
Cross court, Rowdy Smith. Rowdy inside to Easton Crawford. Easton puts up a shot, no good. There was nothing but blue jerseys under the basket on that one.
Halverson kicks it out to Shaloy. Shaloy over to King in the corner for a knuckleball 3, and it's no good.
Rojas comes up with the rebound. Crossing half court. Kicks it to Meyer on the left. Lobs it inside, a little too much. Okeene comes up with the basketball.
Shaloy gets the ball, kicks it over to Jenkins. Jenkins takes a couple dribbles, swings it out to King. King shuffled his feet again for a walk.
Well, the violations are keeping it a close game.
It is.
Not letting anybody run away with it on both sides.
Oh. Meyer dribbling the ball up the floor. Looking for a screen by Crawford. No pick and roll there. Meyer dribbles in. Can't get the rebound. Jenkins grabs it, kicks it up to Osterholt. Osterholt dribbles the ball. Carried the ball. That's 3 possessions in a row where there's with 2 walks and a carry. You definitely hate those as a basketball coach. You call those the empty possessions.
Inside to Crawford. Crawford swings. It's going to just roll off the right side of the rim. Whippets come up with the...
That was a pretty athletic play by Alex. Gets tripped up and falls back on his head and then comes up and long 3 by Rowdy off the mark. Rebound by Jose Rojas, tipped away. Halverson gets the ball. Looks to dribble.
And he's going to get travel. We have just under 6 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Red Devil basketball. Meyer with the basketball. 29-29. Crawford calling for the ball inside. Cross the court to Rowdy Schmidt. Back up top to Meyer. Meyer driving in, trying to go up for a shot.
Got to be able to crash the boards, though. Had a lot of guys standing on the perimeter. Roberts takes the ball, dribbles to the right side, over to Jenkins. Jenkins back to Roberts, swings it over to Osterholt. Osterholt tries to drive in, nothing there. Shaloi looking for a cross-court pass to Roberts. Roberts puts up a 3. No good, off the back iron, tipped out. Meyer with the rebound.
Meyer crosses the half court, letting the Red Devils set up the offense. Looking inside.
Got a mismatch there.
We're going to turn a little bit off.
I'd like to see Easton get posted up down low and let him do a little bit more work. Ball over to Osterholt, who looks like he might have picked up his foot, not called. Over to Roberts on the left-hand side for 3, goes off the front of the rim. And it's going to be
a pushing foul there.
Yep.
Pushing it back by number 45. Off Okeene, that's going to be his 4th personal foul. And I think the Red Devils going to take a timeout, take a full timeout.
That's a good timeout.
That's a good timeout. Give them a chance to kind of talk things over here. And we'll be back to you in 60 seconds.
I definitely like the...
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention.
All right, we're back after the timeout. 4 minutes, 52 seconds. Red Devils have the basketball under the basket.
Meyer with the basketball, dribbles it up, gets a string from Schmidt, drives in, the ball gets stripped away. Osterholt, looks like a double dribble or a carry. Yep, that's going to be called a carry.
That's about 6 turnovers in a row.
Yes. Yeah, it's a good thing those are empty possessions, because if they weren't, then it could easily be a 10-point ball game. Sorry, 12-point ball game. My math isn't very good. Jackson looking for the drive. Getting bumped a little bit. And he's going to get called.
Foul out. Number 45. That's actually was a really smart play there to get him out, because he's a force inside when it comes to rebounding and defense. He's just hard to get around.
Yep. And that's going to be 5 on Halverson. Smith's going to check into the ball game for him.
If I remember right, he really gave us fits last year.
He did. We had a hard time going up against him.
4.5 minutes, and he's out of the ball game. That's going to be good. Jackson Meyer capitalizes on the first free throw. Puts Red Devils ahead 30-29. Chance to pull ahead by 2. That's going to be short.
Good block out by Jenkins right there. Gets possession over to Roberts. Roberts back to Jenkins. Jenkins up the court to Osterholt. To Shaloy. Shaloy puts up a 3. And it's going to go off the back iron. Meyer with the rebound.
Jackson bring the ball up the court. Looking down the court for Easton Crawford. It's going to go off the back of Okeene, out of bounds. So Red Devils will maintain possession of the ball. Just note to self, if there is a jump ball, it stays with the Red Devils. Meyer up to Schmidt. 4 minutes to play. Nothing there to Jackson Meyer. Good rebound by Alex Gonzalez, and we're going to get a foul.
Yep, that's going to be on number 3, Osterholt.
That's got both teams in bonus right now.
Yes.
I think the Okeene coach is wanting to visit with the
Yes.
referee here. It's going to be a full timeout. Well, we got Alex Gonzalez will be on the line when we come back.
Yes.
It's a 30-29 ball game. Both teams are in bonus. Possession area stays with the Red Devils. So got a lot going for us right here. And last, under 4 minutes to play. Let's see if we can capitalize on it right here. Free throws down the stretch is going to be a key.
Yes, it will be. I mean, Okeene, definitely, they've already missed their fair share of them being on the line early in the third quarter.
You know, a lot of our games we played, the free throws have been the key factor in the last 3 to 4 minutes of the game. And it was last night when we played, or Tuesday night when we played Cherokee in the Cimarron tournament, when we played Timberlake. And
you know, and a lot of times it just comes down, you talk to a lot of basketball coaches and they'll tell you, you know, this, that, or the other, but it comes down to free throws and layups. Whoever makes the most of those usually probably is going to have a pretty good chance of winning the ball game.
Coach Baker's pulling most of the team off the line here, try to prevent from getting an extra foul.
Yep.
Putting them back on the line.
Yes.
So Alex Gonzalez will be shooting the front end. That one's going to be off. Rebound by Okeene.
Jenkins has the ball, kicks it over to Shaloy. Shaloy to Roberts on the left-hand side, looking in. Nothing there. Got to make sure we keep Smith in check on the baseline. He's been open a couple times right there. Smith takes it out to Shaloy. Shaloy drives in, looking. The ball's got tipped, blocked from behind by Roddy Schmidt, but then it goes out to Roberts.
Okeene comes up with it.
Osterholt drives in. Takes a jump shot, nothing there. Good block out by Rojas there, and he gets pushed down by number 15, Shaloy. Jose had a really good block out right there, just didn't get the, I don't think there was enough there to get a foul called. It's a dead ball.
He should be allowed in. It's only 1-1.
Yeah, even on a 1-1, it doesn't matter. He should still be able to come in. It's a dead ball.
Well, it might save him from a foul.
Yeah, might save him from a foul. Ball goes over to Roberts in the corner to Smith on the baseline. Smith kicks it out to Jenkins at the top. He takes a 15-foot jumper, rims out. Crawford with the rebound. Over to Meyer. Meyer walks the ball up the floor. 2:56 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Like to see the Red Devils get a good possession here. No count. Like to see Jackson get the ball up there. Give a good possession. Ball goes over to Shaloy. Shaloy on the left-hand side. He drives in. Nothing there. Good defense by the Red Devils. Swings the ball over to Jenkins. Jenkins takes a 15-foot jump shot. Throws it off the leg of Crawford.
Man, it's just back and forth right here.
Meyer with the ball, gives it. Ooh.
That's a nice little push in the back.
Yep. Couple of fouls there not called.
And we're going to get a travel violation right there.
Logan Palmer checks into the ball game. It's going to regain Ringwood possession here. Ball goes into Jackson.
And he did. The Whippet basketball violation of the Red Devils backcourt.
Kind of seems like we're both just seeing who wants to win the ball game at this point. Ball goes over to Shaloi. Shaloi looks in, nothing there to Smith. Smith top of the key. Smith cuts. Ball goes out here to Jenkins for a long two-pointer. Foot was on the line. Rebound goes to King. King gives the ball off to Smith. Smith off the front of the rim. Logan almost got it, picked up his 5th foul.
Oh, he was close. He was close.
I kind of thought King had him blocked out there.
Okeene's done a really good job of blocking out
They
tonight.
have.
They really have.
Coach Hussey does a really good job with Okeene boys and making sure they don't give up second chance opportunities.
We're going to pick up a foul. Consistently, Rowdy's been a decent free throw shooter, so this is a chance for us to maybe pick up a point or two.
Now, I am a superstitious person, so if you can find some wood, you probably need to knock on it. But you are right, I would agree with that.
Oh, man. Shouldn't have said anything, I guess. Minute 37 left in the ball game. Second attempt. Up, and it's no good. Rebound by Easton Crawford. It's up. No good. Rebounded by the Whippets.
Goes over to King in the corner. King makes a pump fake to Palmer. Gets him up in the air. No good. Possession. Might have got away with
another over the back.
Yes, I believe so.
There was quite a bit of size difference there,
yes.
So he may have. We just
Got
don't need to force anything right here. Not with a minute 5 to go. Palmer with basketball, driving in, stolen away by the Whippets.
Jenkins takes the ball
Foot race to the other end.
Rowdy with some good hands tips the ball away. And Okeene throws the ball away. I'm assuming that it's going to be Ringwood ball. They didn't make a call, but I would assume that's what the call is.
And Hussey's pulling for a full court press right here.
A long deep pass by Rowdy Schmidt.
And 2 points.
Man, I looked like he got fouled on that play too. Timeout by Okeene.
45.8 seconds to go, 32-29. Puts Red Devils up by 3. We've got a full timeout by Coach Hussey and the Okeene Whippets.
It's good to have your backup quarterback from the football field be able to throw a deep pass like that to one of your starting wide receivers as well. But that was good recognition to see that and be able to make that pass and make the layup. We just got to make sure on this possession that we don't foul them on a 2-point shot and put them on the line. You know, if they shoot a 3, same thing, just kind of put a hand up, make it a difficult shot. Hopefully they miss. But it's definitely going to be a free throw game with it being Okeene having 10 fouls and double bonus and us having 7.
We're setting in the right position with them having 10 fouls and them the one needing to foul for us to pull ahead and come out on top of this ball game. But we've got 45 seconds to find out how this is going to end.
Yes. It's going to be Okeene's ball at the half court. Smith passing the ball into Jenkins. 45.8 seconds left to go here in the ball game. Jenkins dribbles the ball up over to Shaloi. Ball goes up to Smith. It's going to be a swing pass over here. A 3-pointer by Jenkins. Jenkins going to take the shot, and it's off the front of the rim. Crawford with the rebound. That was a long, deep pass by
Meyer. There's nobody there.
King with the Three-pointer, he takes the shot, and it's good, and the foul.
19.8 seconds to go. Three-pointer is good. And one opportunity right now for the Whippets, and a chance for the lead.
It's going to be a basket did count, 32-32 ball game.
Coach Baker's going to call a timeout. I think it's going to be a 30-second timeout. Maybe try to.
Most like icing the kicker, right?
Yeah.
Ice the free throw shooter.
See if they can get a little bit in his head here. He's got timeouts, so I guess you just will use them at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
But with no more time than you got left, you really things are going to end pretty quick.
Yes, yes they are.
Creedon. Hey, make sure you're following with the camera, okay? Make sure you're following.
All right, it's going to be the front end of a 1-to-1 right here.
King goes to the free throw line. Free throw goes up, and it's off the front of the rim. 32-32 ball game.
We need to make sure we take the last shot right
Yes.
here.
14, 13, 12 seconds left to go here. Jackson with the dribble down the left-hand side. Now he puts up a shot. Ball tipped out by...
Oh, it's going to go to Okeene.
I felt like that was off Okeene. 5 seconds left to go, and it's going to be Okeene's possession.
That's why you go get the ball every time. You take that chance.
Yep. You know, I don't like to see I don't think Jackson really kind of saw where he was on the floor.
No.
Keep that dribble alive. Don't pick your dribble up. And if he keeps his dribble, he probably makes a left-handed layup and go up.
We've got, I think, 5.5 seconds left, and we've got a.
Okeene's still got to dribble it down the. They still got to be able to take it all the way the length of the floor.
Darn sure don't want to pick up a foul here.
No.
Both communities are pretty in tune in this game.
Yep. It's good having a game with a team that's about 15, 20 miles down the road. Brings a pretty good atmosphere to a gymnasium.
Coach Hussey's finishing up his final comments here with his boys. We've got 5.5 seconds to go. At this point in time, I think the Red Devils are open for an overtime right here.
Yes, I think so. Shaloy's going to pass it into Jenkins. Jenkins is going to touch the ball, and he's got to pick it up with 2 seconds. Shaloy's going to get the ball, and there's not going to be any shot taken.
We're going to overtime. I thought he walked right there.
I thought he did too.
With a couple seconds left.
That
All right. Well, we're going to have a
free basketball.
Yeah. We're back with you here in about 50 seconds. We're going to go into overtime. This is where your fouls really come into play.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Because I think it's, a 4-minute overtime or 2?
You know, I was actually thinking 3. But I really, I
think
think it's 4. I think it's half of what your normal periods are, and I do believe it is 4. But it should be a pretty good overtime game here, or overtime period. Every possession matters, but it's also a long period. 4 minutes is a long time, and a lot of good things or bad things can happen for that matter.
Yep, it's 4 minutes, so 4 more minutes of basketball coming at you here from home with the Red Devils.
Mm-hmm.
And with the overtime, we will jump ball again.
It's going to be Smith jumping against Crawford. Ball goes up, and it's tipped over. Red Devil possession. Rowdy Schmidt takes a opening three. Gets his own rebound, though. Meyer settles in. Back into Crawford. I think Rowdy just got tripped up on the play, and hands went out and fouled.
Yeah, that's going to put them on the line for 1 and 1 and brings us to team foul number 9. And that's Rowdy's third personal foul.
It's going to be Osterholt on the line. First free throw goes up, and it's in. All of his free throws that he shot tonight have been very similar to that.
Real high and nothing but net.
Real high and nothing but net.
Note to self, don't foul him in a
Yes.
close game.
Second free throw goes up, and it's in. That one actually hit rim there, so, I mean, maybe there's hope that he can miss one later on down the road. Meyer gets the ball, 32-34 ball game, Okeene. Dribbles it left side, looking into to Crawford, nothing there. Skips it over to
Palmer
Rojas.
driving in, and he's going to get fouled on the shot. That's going to put him on the line for 2. Foul's going to be on number 23.
That was a good find by the Red Devils right there. Need to...
We've got to hit free throws.
Yep. Need to get Jose out of here, out of the free throw, so he doesn't pick up a foul and have to go all the way down to the other end for a...
And we gain 1 there.
Yep.
34-33.
Red Devils coming in with a bit of a press here. Smith over to Jenkins. Jenkins takes the ball over to Smith. Smith to Osterholt. Slows the game down a little bit. Over to Shaloi. Shaloi dribbles the ball back up to Osterholt. 3:09 left to go in the ball game. Jenkins with the pump fake, gives it to Osterholt into high post. Over to Shaloi. Shaloi dribbles the ball, nothing there. Kicks it back up to Osterholt. He takes a shot, and it's tipped, and Ringwood gains possession.
Looking down for Rowdy Schmidt, up off the glass, and it's good for 2 points. Red Devils take the lead, 35-34. 2 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Okeene with the basketball.
Ooh, that was a backcourt.
That's backcourt right there violation.
Roberts is going to check into the ball game here. He's going to check in for King. Roberts has made a 3 in this ball game today, so if there's an opportunity for him to score, it might present itself. Meyer with the basketball, dribbles. He's going to kick it out to Rojas, nothing there. Give
inside.
it inside to Crawford. Good step through move.
Ooh.
But got exactly the look that they wanted right there.
Yeah.
Ball goes to Jenkins over here on the right side. Roberts to Osterholt. Osterholt drives in. Jenkins puts up a 3, and it's going to be short, but he's going to be fouled on the block out.
That's going to put him on the line shooting 3. That's going to be on Easton Crawford. That's going to be his 3rd personal foul. Good chance Okeene can regain the lead right here.
Jenkins on the line. First free throw goes up, and it gets that shooter's roll.
You know, that's one of those fouls that there's really just no need in. They're not going to get the rebound out there.
Nope. Second free throw's good.
He's on a roll now.
Third one goes up. And it rolls off the other side. Get up. And it's going to be a jump ball, possession Okeene.
2 minutes, 7 seconds. 36-35 Okeene. Both teams are in double bonus.
Ball goes into Roberts on the outside. Okeene's going to pull it out. They've got the 1-point possession. Over to Roberts. Roberts over to Osterholt. Osterholt drives. Nothing there. Kicks it over to Jenkins. Jenkins to Shalloy. Shalloy to Osterholt. Makes a pump fake. Get the defense to move in a certain direction. Over to Roberts. Roberts to Jenkins. And throws it out of bounds.
Minute 45.
It looked really bad because he threw it straight out of bounds, but if that kid on the base, if Smith cuts on the baseline, that's going to be an easy 2.
Yeah.
But
yeah, they just weren't on the same page there.
36-35 ball game. Okeene ahead. 1:33 left to go. Rowdy Schmidt with the ball. Kicks it out to Palmer. Palmer dribbles up the top of the key. Nothing there. He hands it off to Meyer. Meyer does a leap and leaner, and he gets fouled.
That floating jumper, it's always appetizing for people to go do.
So it is.
But it's not as successful as one would like.
You know, and I've seen Jackson do that a lot of times in ball games and be pretty successful. First free throw goes up, off the front of the rim. To get yourself in the ball game like this, you got to use everything you got, get in your legs, and put it right up and over. Second free throw goes, about to go up. It goes off the back iron. 1:20 left to go here. Roberts with the ball in the backcourt.
Definitely missed opportunity right there with a minute 15 to go.
Osterholt dribbles the ball, passes it up to Smith. Smith misses the ball right off the backboard. Minute 9 to go. Meyer with the ball, dribbles it up, kicks it over to Rojas. Rojas passes it into Crawford with the 2-point. That puts the Red Devils ahead 37-36 with 55 seconds left to go. Ball goes up to Jenkins. Jenkins over to Roberts. Roberts passes it to Osterholt. Osterholt dribbles in, nothing there. Roberts dribbles in, passes in to Smith, and there's a foul.
And that's going to be number 4 on Easton Crawford. Either way, it's going to be a 2-shot foul.
Yep. Like to see if he can make that bump shot there, just shoot it over you. But he's still got to make 2 free throws out the line. First free throw goes up.
And it's no good. 44.8 seconds to go.
Need a good block out right here.
Red Devils now have 3 players with
good
foul trouble.
Rowdy.
Lane violation of some kind.
There's a lane violation on Logan Palmer. I'm not 100% on that. I wasn't exactly watching Logan, but I didn't think he was standing about where he is. That would take a long time for him to get over there by the time the ball goes through. But we're going to shoot another.
It's going to be off the back of the rim and rebound again.
Luckily, Easton kind of fumbled it right there as he went down, so he didn't get called for the travel. But we're going to have a timeout by Coach Baker. It's going to be a full timeout.
There's exactly 40 seconds left in this ball game. Red Devils are up by 1 with the ball under the basket.
You know, our success has been on that deep pass that we've had, especially, you know, right before into regulation. You want that good bucket, put you ahead, but then at the same point in time, you don't want to risk it and have a silly turnover.
Right. This is one of those deals where you really just want to
get the ball in and make it a fouling game and shoot free throws.
Yeah. Use as much clock, but take the open layup if you got it. But don't force anything.
Right. I think if you're Okeene in this situation, you kind of see put a little press on them, maybe see what they can do, and then let a couple of seconds run off, and then you don't get a quick steal or something, then you foul and put them at the free throw line. But this is a good, exciting ball game to open up the home season here for the high school boys.
I'm going to guess Hussey was probably visiting with the boys about who to foul.
Yes.
When the time comes.
Yep. And that is one thing. Ringwood really hadn't shot a whole lot of free throws tonight. There's just been a couple guys that have shot, but like you said, that's a good conversation to have.
40 seconds, 37-36 in favor of the Red Devils. Looks like we're going to go to man-to-man.
Ball goes into Easton Crawford. He's going to give the ball back up to Jackson Meyer. He's going to kick it over to Rowdy Schmidt. Rowdy gets the ball, dribbles it across half court, and gets fouled. Roberts is going to foul him. Puts Rowdy Schmidt at the line.
11 seconds off the clock on that possession. I think we were talking a while ago, free throws can win you a ball game, and this is definitely where it comes into play.
You're exactly right. Free
That
throw
one's
goes
going to
up.
be
It's going to
short.
be short.
Trying to fine tune it instead of just going up there and just shooting it like a normal.
Just like it's
That's
another
hard
free
to do.
throw.
That's why they say it's a mental game.
Yes.
That one
goes
looks
up.
good.
That was pretty.
That's a good shot. All right.
Okeene's going to take a timeout here. Still makes it a one-possession ball game. This is definitely that scenario.
It's going to be a
Full timeout.
full timeout.
Definitely a scenario here where scenario you don't want to foul them on the shot, regardless if it's a 3 or a 2. You definitely want to make sure that they don't get an extra shot at the.
Hey, make sure that you're following the ball. But I got a text saying make sure the cameraman's following the ball. All right? So don't get so excited that you lose where it's at.
Like we've said before, this is a pretty good atmosphere for high school kids to be in and be able to play in. Okeene does have possession coming out of the timeout. They got to go the length of the floor and be able. 29.3 seconds left to go. Ringwood is up 38-36. Referee explaining to Jenkins that he's got the baseline to run if he needs it. Roberts lets the ball roll, picks it up, clock starts. 25 seconds left to go on the clock. Shaloy with the ball on the right side. Jenkins takes the ball, dribbles in, passes it over to King, and he hits a long three-pointer.
16 seconds.
Okeene takes a one-point possession here. Schmidt takes a long three-point. It's going to be off Okeene, and it's going to be Ringwood ball.
I don't know why we did that. We're going to take a timeout. It's going to be 6.4 seconds left on the clock. We are down 1, but the Red Devils have the ball under the basket.
Yep.
Now I think it's a full timeout. So we'll be back to you here in about 55 seconds.
Bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging work seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Team up with Pioneer iVideo and start streaming the most popular TV shows and movies from your favorite devices today. Download the iVideo app and start watching anywhere in your home using Pioneer Internet. Each package includes free high-definition and cloud DVR features like video on demand, Restart TV, and Replay TV, just in case.
All right, we've got 6.4 seconds to play. Red Devils with the basketball. Under their basket. Hand off, looking. Shot in the corner, and it's off.
Oh, and it's going to be ball game.
Well, Red Devils lose a close one tonight.
It was a good, hard-fought game, though, by both teams.
39-38 in favor of the Okeene Whippets. We will see you back here tomorrow night, 6:30 with the girls' game between Ringwood and Timberlake. Appreciate you all staying with us all evening, and we'll see you tomorrow.
You forget to record a program. Visit GoPioneer.com for more details and compatible devices. Some restrictions apply.